guys, it's Kristen. So I'm here today, got a commission to do 3 cheese boards in neutral colors, which I have most of already mixed up. I do have to mix up some TLP Brulee. This is an interference copper color. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to mix it up today and try it for the first time. So I figured I'd bring you along with me and go step by step on how I mix my TLP pigments. So I start with some Jo Sonja gloss varnish. I put a little bit of that in the bottom of the cup. Then I take my pigment. Now, I haven't used this one yet, so it still has the cover on. I'm not wearing a mask today because you wouldn't be able to hear me, but normally when you handle the pigment, you want to wear a mask. So I'm going to open it away from my body, as far away as I can. Okay. And I have my Fluid Art Co. stir stick, and I take a good amount of the pigment, about that much. I guess that's about a quarter sized dollop. And a little bit of extra. I like adding a little bit of extra, just for good measure. Now let's close that up. And then you want to just wet the pigment with the gloss varnish. I stir very gently as not to kick up the pigment. Okay, and once it's all wet, you can stir a little bit more vigorously. Make sure all the pigment's off the stick as well. I just want to make sure I incorporate that fairly well before I add my pouring medium. Okay, so my pouring medium is 2 parts Bare 8300 in deep base, 1 part Valspar Ultra in base C, and 1 part Jo Sonja gloss varnish. It's what I use exclusively when I bloom. I try to bloom only with the TLP pigments or a fluid acrylic. 2 paints make it too thick, and I don't want to change my pouring medium because I like it. You could always add a little bit more gloss varnish to a 2 paint, but I find for the most part I have all the colors that I need in fluid form or in TLP form. Okay, so once this is all mixed up and nicely incorporated, I add my pouring medium. I fill it about halfway up and stir, and then I add more. You want to make sure you scrape the sides of your container. Okay, so once that's good and mixed in, I add a little bit more of my pouring medium. I fill it, there's a little mark on these baby cups. It's like a little line, a little indent where the cup comes out. That's my guide as to how much pouring medium I add to the total. I love this consistency. I like mine a little on the thicker side, so that's how I leave them. Beautiful. So this is my first time seeing Brulee. And Let's see if you could see the copper shift. Should be able to see it there. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at how gorgeous that is. Wow, it's gonna look so beautiful with the other colors I have chosen. So that's how I mix my piggies. I do the same for all of them. For fluids, I do the same. I just add the fluid instead. I don't put the Josonia in first because there's no pigments to wet. I just pour the pouring medium into the cup, add the fluids, and mix it up. All right, so I'll be right back and we'll do some swiping. Hey guys, it's Kristen. I'm here with another cheese board. I've been commissioned to make 3. So I'm gonna do the first one here on YouTube for you guys. And it's a relatively small board. It is a cheese board. And I don't know if you can see the area that I've taped off, but this will be the area that I'll swipe on. So I'm gonna use the Fluid Art Co tool number 1. It's the smaller of the squarish knives. And I have 6 colors here that I'm using. This is a very neutral palette, grays and tans and browns. So I have some TLP S'mores, which is a gorgeous deep dark brown color. I have Latte, which is this shimmery, like sandy tannish color. It's so gorgeous. I have Sterling, which is their silver. This is a little thick, but that's okay. I did add some more Josonia gloss varnish to it, but it's okay if it stays thick because I'm swiping with it. I have some golden iridescent pearl, and I use the fluid acrylic when I mix up for my blooms and my swipes. So that's golden iridescent pearl. I have TLP Meteorite, which is a darker, this is very thick too, but that's okay. I'm gonna be swiping with it so that it's okay that it's a little bit thicker. I don't mind. And then I have TLP Brulee, which you saw me mix up earlier. This is the Interference Copper, and I can't wait to see how this looks. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and layer my swiping tool. Oh, I almost forgot one important step, my pillow paint. Okay, so my pillow is just the Glidden interior paint and primer, I think. This one is in eggshell. So I'm just gonna flood the whole painting area with the pillow. This is a messy process, but you gotta do it this way if you want to swipe or bloom. You gotta waste some pillow paint. That's all right. Some of it will get tilted off, some of it will get spun off. But it needs to be there for the swipe. Oh, see, look, I messed up. Gotta make sure you cover the area that you plan to paint. So move this out of the way for a sec, and I will layer my swiping tool. You want enough cell activator, but not too much. Sometimes I find I put too much. All right, so start with the s'mores. There's some pearl. Meteorite. And then top it off with the brulee. Sorry if you can't see. Alright, let's give this a swipe. See how it comes out. Ooh, pretty. Pretty, 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 pretty. All right, a couple of bubbles. Okay, so let's layer for our second swipe. That was a lot. Sterling. Here it is some pearl. Meteorite and its thickness. So super thick. And the brulee. Okay. So let's go for our second swipe. Pretty, 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 pretty. All right, and then one more final swipe for the handle. A little bit easier with the s'mores this time. Ooh, sticking. All right, which way do I want to swipe it? This way? Yep, this way. Or across. I'm gonna go across, I think. Had to play with that one a little bit. Oh, thankfully it came out okay. The swipe is a weird, the handle is a weird shape because it's curved. All right, I think that looks pretty good though. Let's see. Yep, I like it. Ooh, the handle did turn out a little. I think I'm going to embellish a little bit. There we go. Any place else? Let's embellish a little bit over here. think it looks good everywhere else. I'm gonna tilt it just a little bit because there's a lot of paint on there. I'm just gonna take it to the spinner box and spin it out. Okay, so let's give this a gentle spin. I'm awfully close to the end of the puppy pool there. Let me move over a little bit. Okay. Gotta get some of that paint off because there's way too much of it on there. That looks so cool. All right, let's see how this is moving. Still a significant amount of paint. It's actually not too bad. And another couple of gentle spins should do it. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it like this. Hopefully I've covered all of the area that I had taped off. The sides look good. All right, and in about 45 minutes, I'll come and remove the tape. And we'll see how it looks. Okay, time to take the tape off and see how this looks. So I'm just going to reach around the back, and I have my tape edges folded over. Where is it? Okay, over here. To make it easier to grab in the back. Down. Nope, got stuck on a piece of tape underneath it. Yikes. Okay, that's fine. Oh, what happened to my cup? All right, now we're ready. So I'm just going to lift slowly and straight up. And it's bound to get a little distorted at the tape line. Okay, that's all. Okay, looking good. I missed a little piece of the edge here, but that's okay. I can always touch that up a little bit once it's dry. All right, so there you go. I think that came out really nice. I'll take you guys in for a close-up. Okay, so here's the finished piece. I think it came out really cool. So a lot of these areas that look white is actually the brulee, and it will shift to gold. I can kind of see it a little, oh, there you go, you can see it. You see that gold shimmer? Or copper, actually, copper shimmer? That's from the brulee. It's gonna come out so much more once this is dried and resined. But I'm really happy with the way it came out. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again for joining me today on this Monday Night Locomotion premiere train, which started out at 6 with just Janice, and she is just joining our train for the first time tonight. Welcome, Janice. So please go back and watch her video. She was followed by acrylic painting with Julie E at 6:30, and then acrylic art by Mary Kirk at 7. And coming up after me at 8 with a live is Angie Mason from Angie Mason Fluid Art. So go back and watch all of the videos. Stay tuned for Angie. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up, please, if you haven't already. Consider subscribing if you have not yet subscribed, and leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks again so much. Until next time, have a good night. Bye.